Hey beautifuls! So today I am giving you guys my 2017 favorites. I haven't done one of these videos in quite a few years actually, so I will list my previous one down below. Probably really old and probably just not good camera quality, because we finally are a real beauty vlogger, y'all. Like, look at me, I got a real camera and everything. Before I get into the video, I just wanted to say briefly that I'm happy to be back, because I did take a little break from like YouTube and stuff this last week because I got kind of depressed. I've had some stuff happen with school and I just really don't want to talk about it. So with that being said, here's to 2018 and having a better year, because this year honestly has really sucked for me, as most of y'all know. And I'm gonna try and get through this video as quickly as possible, even though I have a lot of stuff to favorite here. So to see all of my favorites for this year, then just keep watching and let's just get started. The first thing I'm gonna start off with is tanner. I tried to pick like a couple items for each category. I was gonna do just two, but can't just do two. This is the Banana Boat Summer Color Self Tanning Mist Airbrush Color. I highly recommend this stuff to you guys. I use this in the summer all the time and it gives me the most amazing glow to my skin when I don't tan naturally. You guys know that I get pretty dark in the summertime. By the way, I'm sorry if you guys notice my greasy hair. I tried to use a Lush Dry shampoo and it's not working real well right now. Really love this stuff a lot. It's about $6-7 at the drugstore. It doesn't get streaky on me. It gives me a really nice color. It doesn't look orangey. Highly recommend if you are about that fake tanning life. This is definitely my most favorite one that I've tried. Better than Jergens, better than Victoria's Secret when they had tanning lotions. Like, ugh, that was an experience. Next, I have a few skincare favorites that have been my absolute loves. The Glam Glow SuperMud Clearing Treatment. I am really obsessed with this face mask. If you can get your hands on it, even the tiny little one, highly recommend. It is so good for your skin and it really does help to clear up blemishes and acne and all that kind of stuff, because I have been breaking out really badly. Hopefully you guys cannot see that through my makeup, but I've been breaking out so bad, and I just used this one. This is a new one last night and oh, it's just so good. Highly recommend. It literally like zaps everything overnight and everything's nice and flat. And for my favorite cleanser this year, I have been loving Dark Angels by Lush. I love Lush products. Some of my favorite skincare ever. It's this dark charcoaly stuff, as you guys can see in there. Take a little bit, rub it on your face, and I got the idea to start using this obviously from Tana's like skincare routine video from like a couple years ago, but I love this stuff and my skin has never looked better. And I like to use that with my Clarisonic. Of course, this was going to be a favorite this year. Nothing has measured up to this, and I'm being completely honest about that. I had that other Clarisonic brush I got from Aldi's, which was pretty good, but it was the brush head was very scratchy for my face, so I stopped using it, and I ended up getting this for my birthday from David, and I love it so much. This is the Clarisonic MIA 1 Speed, so nothing too complicated here. Very simple, and it really does help to cleanse my face with any cleanser that I use. I use this to take off my face mask. If you would like to spend the money on it, I will say it is definitely worth it. If not, there are obviously other ones out there that are just as good for a decent price. My whole thing was because of the brush head that I really wanted this, because the brush heads that I had used with my other brushes were just really harsh on my skin, and I feel like I was breaking out more. On to some bronzers and contour palettes. I have shared this in a favorites video a couple times this year and I still stand by it. This is the BH Cosmetic Contour and Blush 6 color palette. I got mine from TJ Maxx for $10, but I think these retail for about $14.99. On the website, you get 2 blush colors, a bronzer, and a few highlight shades, which is so awesome. I love this palette so much. It's very easy to blend out and it looks great and it lasts. The pigmentation is literally like out of this freaking world. Like, I can't even begin to express to you guys. If you are looking for a blush contour palette and you don't want to spend a lot of money, this is definitely something I would invest in, and the pans are like freaking huge too, so there's an added bonus. But if you want to spend a little more money, I have been obsessed with my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. This has been like everywhere on YouTube for years now, but I'm so happy that my mom got this for me actually as a graduation present this year. Love it so much. The highlight shades are great. I've only used these 2 highlights and these 2 bronze shades, but I love them so much. They really blend out very easily and it looks great, and they're nice and cool tone, which is my favorite kind of bronzer to use on my face, because just warm tone bronzers, unless I'm not contouring, which I didn't really do like heavy contour today, obviously, I don't mind, but for contouring, like, this is probably one of the best palettes out, I have to say. So if you want to spend the extra money, if you do want to spend the money, this is definitely worth it. This is has been my obsession for like 3 months now. The Smashbox contour kit that I got in the holiday kit from the CCO, and I've really been loving this bronze shade right here because it's nice and cool tone and it's very easy to contour with. It blends out really well. This one is just to bronze up the face. I haven't tried that one yet, but this highlight shade is also really nice too, and they're very pigmented, as you guys can see. It's definitely worth it if you want to check out Smashbox. Bronzers are really good. My mom has a bronzer palette as well that she's obsessed with. Now for eyeshadow palettes, I did narrow it down to 2. These two have been my ride or dies. The ones I've gone to no matter what, my go-tos from the get-go. They are amazing. The Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I've heard there's a lot of controversy with the Silk Culture palette. This one is absolutely perfect. As you guys can see, all those colors in there. I'm obsessed with these shimmery shades. I love putting them all over my lid. And of course, you get a nice mixture of like reds and nudes and little oranges right here. I am in love with this palette. I love the pigmentation. I think it's amazing. And this one's definitely worth the price. Out of all the Anastasia ones, I would definitely say get this one because it's just very versatile. I feel like it's probably one of the best quality out of all the ones they've put out so far. Then again, I could be wrong because this is the only one I own. And of course, the other one you've already seen, an oldie but a goodie, LORAC Pro Palette. This is my favorite, one of my favorites, and again, same thing. I really love the variety of colors in here. You get a row of shimmer and a row of matte. Of course, everyone probably knows this by now. Beautifully pigmented, and I just love, and I love wearing them. They're easy to blend out. I don't have to mess with them. I feel like with a lot of other shadows like Too Faced and Urban Decay and stuff, I have to like work with it for a while. With these, I don't have to do that. And I also took both these palettes to Maine with me, so I think that says a lot because these are pretty much like my go-to. These are probably like my 2 favorites out of all of the eyeshadow palettes that I own. So next I have a couple highlighting palettes I wanted to share with you guys. This one you guys remember near the beginning of the year I was obsessed with. I still really love it. I just haven't used it in a while. This is the e.l.f. highlighting palette, and it just gives you that beautiful lit from within glow. Really obsessed with it and really into that. As you guys can see, it is very powdery, but it's only $6 and it just blends out so beautifully. It just looks very lit from within, kind of like this highlight, but just a little bit more subtle. So I definitely recommend this one to you guys. I mean, yes, there's fallout, but it's $6. It looks great. You don't have to mess with it very much, and you get a really beautiful glow out of it. I'm sorry to mention this, but I am going to show you guys a couple other ones that very similar in color that you could go out and buy because I feel really bad showing this. The Nicole Guerriero Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. Oh my god, this was my obsession for like 3 months. I didn't use any other highlights but these. They are absolutely gorgeous. You guys can see all the colors in there. She did actually bring this back for like December, I guess. I don't know, they decided to. But the one thing I did notice about these highlights versus the other glow kits that I have is that they're a lot more shimmery in texture and in tone than the other ones. Maybe that's just me. Very shimmery. So if you don't like shimmery highlights, then obviously she doesn't sell this anymore. So I can't say don't bother getting it. But it is a really beautiful glow kit. I love all the colors in there, and it just, I love Nicole. So I had to support her with this. This has been probably one of my absolute favorite glow kits of all time that I own. Favorite highlights. However, trying not to use it that much now because I didn't get a chance to buy a backup. So if I hit pan, I'm gonna feel really sad about it. But some other glow kits that have similar shades, I would say, I have the That Glow glow kit from Anastasia, which the 2 bottom shades, Dripping in Gold and Bubbly, I feel like are kind of similar. I could be wrong, to at least the ones in the bottom, and then the middle one on the top, which is Forever Young. Maybe I'm wrong, but they're just very similar in tone. So again, you can't get this. This one is a good alternative. And as you guys can probably see, this one doesn't have, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it doesn't look as shimmery as the Nicole Guerriero palette. I guess there's just a different shimmer in here, but this one is absolutely beautiful. I do recommend. And then this one I just got for my birthday, as you guys know, and I already almost broke gumdrops, so that happened. This one, however, I feel like is similar with that shimmeriness. So if you didn't get the chance to get the Nicole Guerriero one, there are a couple colors in here, as you guys can see, that are pretty similar to the ones that are in her palette too, if you wanted to grab one of these. These are still really bomb glow kits. I love all the Anastasia ones. I have 4 of them, so they are pretty bomb if you would like to spend the money. They are so good. So next, for standalone highlights, these are all drugstore ones that I've really been obsessed with as well. This is the Maybelline Master Glow. Where have I been? This is so beautiful. I haven't worn this in a really long time, but it is definitely one of my favorite highlights from the drugstore. It is very soft in texture. Looks absolutely gorgeous. This one is in Molten Gold, by the way. So look at that. Like, oh, so freaking gorgeous. They did put out a couple new highlight shades as well, so if you guys wanted to go check that out, I do recommend, because the formula absolutely beautiful on these. Like, you would think this is like from Sephora, but it's from the drugstore. Like, hello. A couple here. One is the Hard Candy Baked Bronzer. I think this is the Tiki bronzer, but as you guys can see, it is clearly a highlight shade, but it's really, really beautiful, and I absolutely love wearing highlights. Like, oh god, look at that. It's just so freaking beautiful. And I think these are about $5-6 again at the drugstore. This is a really awesome highlight from Hard Candy. And then I have, of course, the oldie but a goodie, the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Precious Petals. They have so many shades of these. They even have their own highlighting palette out now, similar to the Anastasia Glow Kits. So if you guys don't want to spend the money, you can go and choose that one too. This is so, so pretty. And I think this is only like $5. Like, come on. These are really awesome highlights as well. I just want to give you guys kind of a good variety with my favorites, because I know that there's some people that don't want to spend a lot of money or can't afford it or whatever the case. These are bomb highlights. Go check them out if you haven't already, but you probably already have. For blush, I have two blushes that I've been really obsessed with this year. This is the Primark PS Mineral Blush in Baby Girl. So gorgeous. I love mauve and coral blushes on me for like every day, just because I feel like it really complements my skin tone. So that's what this one looks like. It was $3 at Primark. If you guys have a Primark around you, I definitely recommend that you pick up this blush, because it is so beautiful and it's very inexpensive. Same with this one. This is the NYX Powder Blush in Dusty Rose, which, oh, so gorgeous. Look at that. Doesn't even look like I used it, but I used so much of it. It is just so gorgeous, and I'm just like swatching on top of swatches. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I think this is the other bronzer I have in here. I've used this so much, I feel like, this year. This is the Hoola Benefit Bronzer, which I feel like for contouring, it just kind of looks a little weird on me, but that is what the color looks like. You guys probably already know. It is a really, really nice bronzer, but you can see there too, it's very orangey, so I definitely would not contour with this. I was contouring with it, and I was just noticing, your girl's looking a little orangey, but I think in the summer, orangey bronzers just look a lot better on me when it comes to contouring, because it just meshes with my skin tone better. So maybe for summertime, I do recommend if you get very, very tan like me. However, for as much as my tan has faded now, I could not contour with it, but it is a really beautiful bronzer, and it does blend out very well and seamless. Oh, I'm looking at the viewfinder. Sam, stop doing that. Better not shut off after 20 minutes. I'll be very angry. So my new love this year has been eyelashes, and I know that you guys are probably like, oh my god, Sam, really? Thought you weren't going to be one of those girls that loves lashes. Well, y'all thought wrong, because I'm really obsessed with these three pairs, especially the Vegas Nay Grand Glamour. So bomb. If you want a lash for going out, this is it. $7.99 at the drugstore, very inexpensive, and they are so full and beautiful. Like, look at those. They are absolutely gorgeous. The Bronze Beauty ones are the Minx edition of these, I guess, so those are very similar to these two if you didn't want to pick up the Grand Glamour. For Kiss lashes, I have been loving the True Volume ones. These have been like my absolute favorite pair to wear all the time. They don't look like too much or too little. They just look really, really nice. Same with the Kiss 01 lashes, which I think are pretty much like the same lash. I mean, I could be wrong, but they look very, very similar, but they do look very nice without being too overbearing compared to the Vegas Nay. Like, these are more like everyday wearable, I would say. And I've also been loving the Ardell Wispies that I just bought, which are really good too. Those are a lot more subtle than these. If you want to go for even more subtle, definitely recommend those. I think this is the only face powder I have to favorite this year. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in Light 15. This is what I use to set my concealer, no matter if it's Tarte Shape Tape or Maybelline Age Rewind. This has been it for me this year. Ever since I found this powder, and I think I did a first impressions with it. I can't remember. Maybe I just showed it to you guys in the favorites, but it has been my favorite under eye setting powder. Better than Laura Mercier Secret Brightening, better than the Kat Von D one. This one is it. Like, it just blends so seamlessly and makes my face look like on point. Like, I just cannot be without this powder at all whatsoever. Definitely recommend this to you guys. It's also very finely milled too. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see that because it's all bunched up. It's very fine, so it's easy to blend, and it's not gonna like patch up, and it's not gonna look cakey or anything under there. It just looks flawless and seamless, and I so recommend, because this is probably about, I want to say $10, maybe a little bit less at the drugstore, compared to spending $20 on Laura Mercier or Kat Von D. This one has just been it for me, no matter what. And you can also set your face with this, but I do prefer to just use this for under my eyes and for setting all my highlight. Tools! these have been it. This one, as of recently, I've been using a lot more. This is the Tarte foundation brush, I believe. It's the bamboo one, the big one they always have at Sephora and Ulta. It is absolutely amazing. I've been using this lately to just apply my foundation because I feel like this just gets it done faster, and the Beauty Blender is a little too cold for me because it's really, really cold here right now. But I really love this brush. It just blends it very seamlessly. It doesn't take a lot of time. e.l.f. does make a brush that's very similar to this one. I think I mentioned in my favorites video. Definitely check that out. I think it's the e.l.f. Blending brush. Could be wrong. It looks very similar to how this is. It's very densely packed, so not a lot of foundation is going to get lost in there, and I could just blend it out and I'm good to go. Along with, I know this one's dirty, this is the Real Techniques blending sponge. Beauty Blender who? Because I don't know her. I don't know her anymore. I will never buy another beauty blender as long as I live, unless it's on clearance, unless it's massively on sale for like $2. I will never buy another beauty blender for as long as I live, because these are so much better. So much better. I love this flat end because I just feel like it's just a lot easier blended my makeup with when I do want to use this for my face. And then these little tips at the end are just easy to get right in there underneath my eyes, and same with my setting powder. It's just so good. This is my favorite beauty sponge of all time, and they are so much cheaper. You can get a pack of 4 for about 10 bucks at Ulta or Walmart, Target, you get it, compared to spending $20 on one freaking sponge. This takes the cake for me. Highly recommend, ladies. Throw off your beauty blenders because we don't know her no more. Like, we don't know her. Who is she? She's not relevant. She's not here. 2017, girl, bye. Couple makeup brushes I wanted to favorite this year. This flat top brush I ended up getting for Christmas last year in that huge brush set you guys saw, and I have been in love with it ever since. I use this to apply my face powder after I put on my foundation. I'll just go all over my face like this, and it just has a nice flat edge to it so that I could easily just get right in there and get the powder on and then be done with it. So these two have been like my favorite combo of brushes right now because it just gets it done so quick and I don't have to worry about it. And then we have, oh, I love this brush so much, the Wet n Wild Unicorn brush from the Unicorn collection, the highlighting brush. I love this brush so much. Like, it's just amazing for applying highlight because you could just get right in the top of your cheekbones and gets the perfect amount right there so you don't look crazy, but it still gives you that glow. This is amazing. I know another brand makes a brush like this because this was a limited edition thing. Wet n Wild still may make a brush like this. I'm not sure, or maybe e.l.f. but it is just so good. I mean, maybe Morphe does too, but then again, I don't know her, so I don't mess with her. I really love this brush so much. This has been my only highlight brush since I bought it. Then next we have this little angled Real Techniques brush. This is so awesome. I got this in a little brow kit from Ocean State Job Lot actually, and what I've been using this for right now is actually to put concealer underneath my brows to carve them out, and also to hide the brow hairs that I don't feel like plucking, because that's me. I mean, raise your hand. Anyone else? Anyone else? Like the video if you do that too. If you just put concealer over the hairs and just hope they go away, because you guys, I'm so sick of plucking my brows. I think I'm going to the Benefit Brow Bar this weekend because I'm just so done doing it and my brows are just crazy and I don't put them on. I've been loving this. It's just a little angled brush right there, and it also has like an angle to it, so it's very easy for you to do your brows with it. That's what this is intended for, but I've just been using it underneath with concealer, Tarte Shape Tape, or the Maybelline Age Rewind. It's really good. Next we are going to move on to lipsticks. I got one of each brand, or like different kinds basically. Obviously the last few months I've really been loving the little Marc Jacobs lipsticks. These are really good, again, if you would like to spend the money. They're very creamy and very pigmented. This one is in the color Slow Burn. Very gorgeous. It's one of my favorite nudes ever, and it's really cute in mini size because I did get this in like a little mini kit, but these are some of the best lipsticks I've ever used in my entire life, so I do recommend these to you guys. It's such a favor this year, like I'm not even kidding. And then we also have my favorite lip plumping gloss, the Sephora Plump Gloss in Outrageous, which I'm almost done with this one, and it's just so good. I like the one I'm using now, but I feel like this one just gives it a little extra kick to it. So nice. I don't know if I want to say minty, but it does have like that lip plumper smell, and it plumps up your lips really nicely without being way too intense like the Too Faced lip injections. $12 at Sephora. Highly recommend. It's really good, and oh, I just dropped it. And yes, if you guys are just wondering, if you guys can see all the ripples on there and all the little marks, David ran this over with the car. My husband, ladies and gentlemen. I have a couple lipsticks from Victoria's Secret. One is the Velvet Matte in Adored, which is my favorite nude velvet matte that they have. It is so beautiful. I love this nude color. It's just, oh, I cannot get enough of that. It is definitely a demi-matte formula, so again, this is just not straight up matte lipstick, so it's not going to dry out your lips, which is what I love. And then they also came out with these liquid color intense lip lacquers, which is just a regular liquid lipstick, and this one's in Innocence, which, oh, so good. I feel like this is just a little bit more sticky though, as you guys can see. Kind of has like strings to it, but I honestly don't mind it, and I think it's absolutely beautiful, and it looks great on your lips as well for that nice big pouty glossy look, like what I have today with my lip gloss. Sorry to all the Jeffree Star haters out there. I have to mention his liquid lipsticks because they're my favorite. One of my favorite formulas of all time. This one is in Christmas Cookie that I ended up getting Black Friday weekend, and it is beautiful. It is a beautiful nude color. I actually thought this was going to be a lot darker, so I'm happy that it's not. It looks very similar actually to Mannequin, which is my favorite nude from him. Oh, so gorgeous. The formula is amazing. It's very comfortable to wear. It does not dry out your lips, so definitely recommend. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people don't like Jeffree. I love his lipsticks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not sorry, because they're really good. And to go with that, we have to go with his nemesis. I'm kidding, not nemesis. Kylie. I really love her matte liquid lipsticks, and I do want to buy more of them in the future, but obviously not right now because life. Love these formulas of her lipsticks so much. Again, very comfortable. Another one, honestly, of my favorite liquid lipstick formulas because it does not dry out my lips. Very comfortable. However, you do have to use a liquid lipstick remover to remove it, so that's what that looks like right there. I feel like it's very similar, again, to Androgyny by Jeffree Star, Kat Von D, Lolita, just that kind of sort of color for fall. I love this stuff so much. I love this formula. It's just a guilty pleasure for me, I feel like. Velvet liquid lipsticks. This one is in Sprinkle. This formula, you guys. I was actually just wearing two nude colors together that I got from her birthday set. So that is what that color looks like right there. Again, it's very comfortable to wear, but these ones you could easily wipe off if you don't want to wear it anymore, which is awesome. So definitely recommend if you guys want to try out Kylie. Honestly, her formula has worked out great for me. I have nothing negative to say. I actually did a full review. I will link it down below if you want to go and watch that on her birthday collection, on some of the things that I did buy and try. What worked for me, what didn't, you get it. And then finally we have one from Wet n Wild. This is the only wearable, I feel like, liquid lipstick I have from Wet n Wild because I have a lot of crazy colors and I have some of the original ones. You guys remember I did a review on those. I will link it below. Those have kind of dried out a little bit too, so I might throw them out. This one is in Rebel Rose and is one of my favorite lip colors to wear. Like, it is just gorgeous. That's what that looks like right there. It is just a beautiful mauvey pink nude color, which I feel like is one of the colors that goes with best with me with my skin tone, so I am obsessed. Definitely recommend this color to you guys. The formula is really great. Again, it doesn't really dry out my lips. It's very comfortable. You do need a liquid lipstick remover to remove it though. Okay, we're gonna take a break and go to some hair products. Of course, I have the Garnier Fructis Style Flat Iron Protector Straightening Mist. I talked about this in my empties video. I love this stuff. Love this stuff so much. It's great for your hair. It really does protect it, no matter if I'm curling or straightening or whatever. This has been it for me, and it's very cheap at the drugstore. Now, something a little bit more expensive, I have the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In product. I've been using this literally since I was blonde. I love it, and I still use it after I wash my hair along with my argan oil, but this, I feel like this has been taking over. This steals the show every time, and they usually have these on sale during Black Friday and after Christmas, so definitely recommend it to you guys. It is so worth it. It is so worth it. It leaves my hair nice and soft, easy to work with, and I just cannot give enough props to It's a 10. I've been using this stuff for years, but I'm gonna keep on mentioning it because I love it. This is the Batiste Dry Shampoo. I recommend the classic, the original like this, not the colored ones. As you guys know from my empties video, if you watched it, I bought the brunette one and I absolutely hated it. So if you want to spend the extra $1 and get a hint of color in it, then that's all on y'all. But personally, I recommend just the original Batiste. Even the scents are really nice too, some of them. But this, the original, is just, it gets me through. It doesn't leave a white cast. It gets rid of all the grease and the ickiness on my hair, since my hair gets greasier more than I'd like it to. Hi. If there's another Ulta sale on this, I will let y'all know on my Twitter. So be sure to be following me on Twitter, because if I find anything that I love that's on sale, I'm going to tweet it to you guys. So if you want it, you can go get it for a better price than I did. So yeah. Facial spray. I love the Lush Tea Tree Toner Water, as you guys know, but this is the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea, and I have like done pretty much almost half of the bottle. It is so nice. It's very refreshing, and again, a huge shout out to you guys that were like, oh, get the cucumber one, since I absolutely love the other one, but I hate the scent of the rose. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, life. It just refreshes your face, and it's really awesome. And I did get the big bottle because it was only 12 bucks. Like, come on, you get 8 fluid ounces for $12, and that Lush, the tea tree one, is like, the giant one is like 20 bucks, and I'm not sure how many ounces that is. So inexpensive, Really good ingredients. It did not break me out or anything. Highly recommend Mario Badescu. They just came out with a lavender one too, so I haven't smelled that one yet. More reasons to love this. Makeup setting spray. I'm not sure. I think you could use the Mario Badescu to set your makeup as well. I have the NYX Matte Finish. Oldie but a goodie. I'm always going to go to it. This or the Wet n Wild one. I really honestly don't see a difference, but I do use an Urban Decay sprayer with all my setting sprays just because I feel like it gives a better mist and it sets my face a little bit better. But if I don't have the extra money to spend on this, I will get the Wet n Wild one just because it's cheaper. I honestly feel like all setting sprays do the same thing. I don't really notice a difference unless it's the hard candy one that burned my face or the Maybelline one that smelled really awful. I don't recommend those. Now on to some more face stuff. I did not open this yet, but this is a little mini version of the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer Pore Minimizing. I love this primer so much. If you want to spend the money, the full size is about $39. And these little mini sizes are about $16 at Sephora or Ulta. They're so good. I love this primer so much because when I put it in my pores, I can instantly notice that my pores are disappearing. Like, it's crazy. Not really with the Benefit Professional, not really with the hard candy one I'm using now, not really even with the Maybelline Baby Skin, which I've been using that one forever. This just does it. I don't know what is in it. It's magic, and I just been loving it so much this year before I finished it, so definitely recommend. I cannot wait to get the full size of this once I'm done with this little baby one. Alright, I'm gonna go as quickly as possible now. My hair is up because I noticed my hair was greasy. I apologize. Through these foundations I've absolutely been loving because my camera keeps overheating and shutting off. So, foundations from the drugstore. I love the Maybelline Dream Liquid Mousse. It's very full coverage. It's very light on the face. It blends out really well and it looks absolutely flawless. So mine is in Classic Ivory. You guys can see, like, I have used so much of this year. It is absolutely amazing. And then we have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This one's in Soft Ivory, which is a lot better of a color than the Nude Ivory one. Definitely recommend. This one is even cheaper than this one. This one's about $5 and I think this one's about $8 at the drugstore. They're both amazing. This looks bomb in photos, especially if you do not want to get the Makeup Forever Ultra HD, which is also one of my favorites this year. I actually use this for my graduation pictures, which you guys never saw because Danielle and I kind of forgot about them. Sorry. You'll see them eventually. And my graduation as well as my engagement photo shoot, this has been the foundation. So if you want to spend a little bit more money, grab this one. I do recommend. It's one of my favorite high-end foundations from Sephora. And then my recent new love is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation. Full coverage. Doesn't feel very heavy on the skin when you put it on. Blends out very well and just feels nice and it looks amazing all day long, as do all of these. But I've really been loving this one a lot lately, so I wanted to throw that in my favorites. I have the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe and Black. This is the lash glue I've been using for all my lashes. It is amazing. It does not smell like fish because I know the Duo ones kind of do apparently. So this has been it and is black, so it just goes with your eyeliner, so you can put liner over it and you don't have any issues with it. And then for eyeliner, I have been really obsessed with the Maybelline Master Precise Curvy. This is great, especially if you are a beginner at liquid liner. It's from the drugstore, very inexpensive, and has this little weird tip on there, and it's very pigmented, as you guys can see. So definitely recommend if you are in the market for a new liner. For nude liner, I'm still loving this one. This is the Wet n Wild one. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but this is the only one that I use in my waterline, and it is amazing. Absolutely bomb. I just put it in there and I'm done and I look more awake than I did like 10 seconds ago. For mascaras, I've loved a lot of them this year, but this one currently I have to throw in the favorites because it's just changed my life. This is literally the Benefit Roller Lash. I love the brush head on it. It has a little curve right there to it, and it just dispenses the perfect amount of mascara every single time. So my lashes look really bomb. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it today, but like, look at that. Look at that. That is life-changing, even though my makeup's a mess. Brows, you guys know, the same deal. I think I showed these in my favorites already, so it's not really that new. The Maybelline Brow Precise, I love that pencil a lot, but it is about $7-8. So if you don't want to spend that, again, the e.l.f. one is my love in neutral brown. It's $2. It gets the job done. It does have a fatter end to it, but it just, I cannot get enough. It's just amazing. It matches me very well, and it has a nice big spoolie on the end, along with the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara in Soft Brownie Brows. It does help to lighten my brows a little bit, and it looks really nice with the e.l.f. brow pencil. So I do recommend this to you guys, and it's a really nice dupe for the Gimme Brow by Benefit, which they did recently recall. For for the dumbest reason. And then I have a couple concealers. Maybelline Age Rewind, bomb, amazing from the drugstore. I'm gonna have to go get another one. It does cover up a lot, as you guys can see on my face today, underneath my eyes and everywhere. This is what I use during the week, because you guys know my whole thing with high-end and drugstore makeup. I like to use drugstore during the week, high-end for special occasions, and on the weekend, because I'm a weirdo like that. The mecca of concealers. This is the Tarte Shape Tape in Light. It is so, so good. So full coverage. You don't need a lot of this. And again, does the same thing as the Maybelline Age Rewind, but a lot better if you want to spend the I think it's $27. Like, that's insane, but so, so worth it. This is still lasting me forever, and I hope it continues to, because I'm gonna be really sad if I have to rebuy that. And it's like, holy crap, that's a lot of money. And then for lip liners, I do have the NYX lip liner in natural, but it's in my purse. So I have Pale Pink here and the NYX Suede matte liner in Soft Spoken. I also have the Kylie lip liner. I'm absolutely in love with these lip liners. I've gotten really into them this year for lining my lips before I put on any sort of lipstick whatsoever. Kylie Jenner 20 lip liner that came with the liquid lipstick, which is absolutely gorgeous. I love the formula of these. They're very easy to use and they get right in there. These, however, are a lot more inexpensive than the Kylie ones that you would obviously buy separate, or I'm not sure, can you buy these separate? I think you can buy the lip liner separate as well if you wanted to. These are definitely a lot cheaper if you don't want to spend your money on Kylie lip liners and Kylie lip kits. So there's that as well. Oh my god, we've gotten through this video. And again, I'm sorry if you guys have noticed like my greasy hair. I ended up actually using a Lush Dry shampoo, and I don't think it worked very well because I just noticed that my hair is just getting more and more greasy as the video goes on. So there was that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it helped you in some way. And I hope that 2018 is a lot better to me than 2017, because as you guys know, it's been a really rough, horrible year for me, and I haven't had one of those in a while. So I'm hoping for positivity and new beginnings and my wedding, and I'm just really excited for next year. Have an awesome New Year's and had an awesome Christmas. I don't even think I said that besides on my Instagram, so I apologize. I'm so ungrateful, I'm sorry. But in all seriousness, I hope you guys had an awesome Christmas and awesome holidays and have a really good New Year's, and stay safe out there and don't get crazy, because everyone's about to get crazy bringing in 2018. I love you guys so much. Hope you have an awesome day. Subscribe if you'd like to see more of me, and like this video if you enjoyed, and be sure to turn on little bell notifications so you know when I post a new video. I'm planning on doing 2 videos a week. I was thinking about just going to 1 because I did not do this well this semester again, so we need to get some kind of plan into action here, because I cannot keep doing this. 2018 is a new year, so with all y'all standing by my side, I love you guys so much for supporting me and being there for me, and I will see you in 2018 in my next video. I'm also not making a New Year's resolution, because every time I feel like I have to live up to it and I have all these goals and I get depressed and then I don't do anything. So we're not doing that. No, we're good. We're not doing that.